Listen, this explainer literally has the power to completely change how you view your own potential. I mean it. For generations, millions of students, entrepreneurs, and dreamers have been desperately searching for the definitive secret to success. They all want to know what actually separates the people who build extraordinary lives from the ones who just, well, dream about them. Today, we're diving deep into over a century of self-improvement history to unlock the untapped potential of your mind. We're going to decode the exact blueprints of achievement left behind by some of the most influential thinkers of the last 100 years and show you exactly how to apply them right now. Anything the human mind can believe, the human mind can achieve. Wow. This single massive thought from Napoleon Hill back in 1937 went on to shape literally millions of lives. It became the absolute bedrock of the modern self-help movement. It sparked this global phenomenon that told everyday people just like us, that they possessed an incredible hidden power right inside their own thoughts. It creates this intense suspense, right? The wild idea that your belief itself is the primary engine of your reality.
But this brings us to a really crucial question. Actually, it's probably the most important question you'll ever ask yourself. What is the real secret to achieving your dreams? Think about it. Is it just about having this burning desire and a positive mental attitude? Or is there a deeper, much more grounded foundation you need? If you're a young professional, a student striving for greatness, or an entrepreneur trying to build the next big thing, finding the answer to this isn't just interesting. It's absolutely crucial for your future. All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the roots of self-help, and take a look at a century of decoding success. So the idea of instructional books for solving personal problems, that actually dates all the way back to the Bronze Age. But the modern era, the one we know today, really kicked off in 1859 when Samuel Smiles published a massively successful book literally called Self-Help. Fast forward a bit to 1913, an esteemed newspaper columnist, George Matthew Adams, published his classic collection of talks titled You Can. And then, boom, 1937, Napoleon Hill drops Think and Grow Rich, and that just catapulted the entire genre into a multi-million copy global phenomenon.
Moving on to Section 2, 2 paths to success. Character versus fervent expectation. Now, as this industry grew, we saw 2 wildly different approaches emerge. On one side, we have George Matthew Adams. He was a journalist who strongly championed integrity, teamwork, and practical daily habits. To him, character was the ultimate value. Now, on the flip side is Napoleon Hill. His philosophy focused incredibly heavily on fervent expectation and having a burning desire for wealth. Though it's worth noting his personal and business history has sparked a lot of historical debate, specifically regarding unverified claims and some legal issues, including fraud charges. So we're really looking at 2 incredibly different men with 2 entirely different approaches to life. But here's the fascinating part. Regardless of their starkly different lives, reputations, and methods, both of these men left behind profound blueprints for achievement. They both recognized that the human mind was just vastly underutilized, and they both dedicated their lives to providing formulas that we still use, debate, and learn from today. And that brings us to this incredible quote from George Matthew Adams. He said, "There is no such thing as a self-made man. We are made up of thousands of others." This completely shifts the paradigm of that lone wolf entrepreneur we hear so much about. He's reminding us that true success is actually built on community. It's built on gratitude and on the character you display to the people around you. Literally every kind word and deed from someone else enters into the makeup of our own success. Okay, let's get into Section 3. Lessons from You Can. Timeless principles for the modern mind. Adams firmly believed that taking time for silence isn't just sitting around wasting time. No, it's actually how you build power and make clear decisions. He also taught that character is always greater than talent or genius. Because think about it, if you don't have character, you'll end up spiritually bankrupt no matter how much money you make. And I absolutely love how he reframed failure. He said mistakes just mean you were trying. In a world that is so terrified of failing, realizing that a mistake is just a stepping stone, that is an absolute superpower. Oh, and of course, always rely on teamwork to get those results faster. But listen, you can't just think your way to success, right? Your body has to be ready for the fight. According to Adams, before you can conquer the business world or absolutely ace your studies, you have to conquer your physical health. We're talking about committing to a daily workout to maximize your energy, drinking 4 to 5 liters of water every single day, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, and getting 8 to 9 hours of complete sleep. This is the non-negotiable physical foundation that allows your mind to operate at its absolute peak.
He climbs highest who helps another up. I just love the emotion behind this. It's proof that true leadership, true elevation, comes directly from lifting up the people around you. It is never about stepping on others to reach the top. It's about pulling them up with you. Honestly, that is exactly how you build a legacy that actually lasts. Let's transition from theory to practice in Section 4, Real-Life Application, Building Your Daily Habits. So how do we apply this? First, you instantly take control of your destiny by asking why before you start any new task. You've got to find your core motivation. Second, take full responsibility for your actions. Be your own boss, even if you technically work for someone else. Third, focus intensely. Tackle only one primary goal at a time. And finally, when you hit a wall, because let's be real, you absolutely will hit a wall, maintain that positive, optimistic mindset through the setbacks. Look at the bright side, because every single setback is just setting you up for your next big move. Furthermore, Adams reminds us to keep things simple and stay connected. Genuinely appreciate yourself and definitely appreciate others. Encouragement is literally like oxygen to the soul. Be a dedicated listener so you can truly understand different viewpoints instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Present yourself well. Dress simply, neatly, and with quiet confidence. No need to be overly extravagant. And lastly, when it really counts, have the immense courage to stand entirely alone when you know in your gut that you are right. And that brings us to Section 5, your final message, the power of a definite purpose. So here is the absolute crucial point across all these decades of self-help literature. From the character-driven daily habits of Adams all the way to the fervent desires championed by Hill, the truth is this: nothing happens until you clearly define your ultimate goal in life. To achieve greatness, you must decide exactly what you want. You must define your ultimate purpose. Think about it. You literally cannot hit a target you haven't set. You have to decide what you want, visualize it, and then apply those daily habits of hard work, health, and integrity to actually get there. The power has always been right there inside your own mind, just waiting to be unleashed. As Adams beautifully put it, we can accomplish almost anything within our ability if we but think we can. Every single great achievement in this world was first a carefully thought out idea in someone's head. So I want to leave you with one deep, really provocative question today. What is your definite purpose? Seriously, take a moment of silence today, just like Adams advised, and really think about it. Figure out your why, build your character, and start taking action. If this explainer shifted your mindset today and brought you some real value, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive, and drop a comment below with your definite purpose. Commit to it publicly right now. Thank you so much for learning with us today, and remember, you can.